following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Sorry there, just need some identification. Oh,
Black Operation.
it's one of you.
I ask to be let in and for all record of this entry to be scrubbed as per regulation. Do I need to roll anything for this? I mean, I have my ID.
You have your ID. You've got your new condition that you found out about, so now...
I am exploiting this. Tiala. With your breasts. Stupid sexy.
Very well, go on in, sir.
Thank you. Wandering
And then there's the
to
main sort of desk and security. A couple of Turian females in uniform at the main desk.
Go to walk right past. Wait for them to
Excuse
stop.
me, sir.
Yes.
Can I help you?
God damn it, Roxanne. Black Operation.
Oh. One of you. Go on through.
Thank you. Sorry. Lassiter's office is on what floor again? Oh, right. 13.
Oh, so you're just going straight to his office. You're not even going to...
I will go there
Oh, okay.
after.
Okay. Get into the elevator. Don't have any...
Oh, come on! What good is this? Boo! Boo! Boo!
Probably should have... If I had more time, I would have come up with some just...
Don't want to have to scan my way in, because that leaves my name here, and so far I've managed to not leave that anywhere. I could fox the system. I mean, the Omni tool's going to flash up, and that could be for just providing ID to the system, and I could disguise that with a hacking attempt. It's going to have to be hacking attempt. The Omni tool's going to flash up when I provide my ID anyway, so there's no way for anyone in the camera to distinguish this necessarily. How good is my hacking, though? Oh, wait, it's my single best thing! But I can't damp it, because that would be 2 Omni tool flashes, and that would be sus.
Interesting.
That would be very obvious what I was doing. So if I fuck this up, there's nothing to stop it from sending an alarm. I'm talking out loud to try and pros and cons weigh this.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Give me time.
It's more exciting if I try to hack it, I think.
Okay. Oh, by the way, it was 13... I rolled it when you were away at the bathroom. It's 13... it's a 28-hour day on. 28.38
Oh, it's the middle of the day.
It's 13... That would be about the middle of the day,
Yeah.
almost.
It's coming up to lunch.
Yeah, 13 was 23. That was when you arrived. So it's probably closer to 14.
Okay.
What did you get?
Natural 20.
You actually did.
40 all up.
Which is exactly what you need for...
Can I have my bean back?
You actually can, because you rolled an natural 20, so it just undoes the... Wow, you actually got what you... I was like, this is brave, because...
Because this is a literal military...
This is, like, the military.
See,
You up anyway.
it's a 2 in the tens column. So that's how it was possible.
While you're heading up, perhaps I will get you to make a tactics or I'll make a tactics roll because it's higher than intelligence, I believe.
19.
That's enough. In hacking this, you've managed to ascertain that how this system basically works with the elevator and everything, which leads you to believe that while you still, because you will lose control of this thing once it basically reaches the floor. But at this point, it's like maybe you need to do something to at least allow you to use the elevator again without having to
Perhaps
roll a
some
40.
kind of electronics check.
Yeah.
29.
Okay, one thing you might be able to do, because it's going to take a while for it to get to the floor. Actually, although we'll make a luck roll to see if anybody stops your elevator because they need to get into it as well. You will at least decently lucky. So you've got 13 floors to try and do this.
Well, Prothean elevators,
Because you have managed to get access to it, you might be able to get a few IDs of people who could use that elevator, put it in a program, and have them just random.
Would that be
and then
electronics or decryption?
That would be decryption to do that, and then you might be able to come up with something that makes it look like a system error, which is why it's just randomly flagging people on the database. Like you're basically pulling random...
I'll do the decryption bit first.
Yeah.
30.
Oh, well, okay, there we go.
Jesus, that was lucky.
Yeah.
Decryption's a bit of a...
Well, it's only because you already hacked it, it's lowered the diffs on doing this while it's still accessible.
Okay, and now to hide it I would need a... Damping, decryption,
that would actually be a
electron...
hacking again, which I think is your highest one.
It's my best one.
Because you're kind of reverse hacking.
Oh.
You're covering up hacking.
Okay, that's 33. Gotta take it. There's no has to be in the tray rule for this.
Yeah, you're just basically 30 because you got that initial 40. It's lower than
30's quite achievable for my hacking.
Yeah, and it's only there because you got that initial 40. It's like, so you can pull a random set of. Let's see how many you get. I'm gonna roll. Actually, I'll be a little nicer and give you a D10, and this basically means you'll be able to use the elevator this many times before you leave.
Right. That's such a good idea.
You got a 10. You get the full 10 uses.
Okay, I'm going to take this percentile out and use it as a spin down, even though it's not.
So you've got 10. You've managed to collect
full
10 random ID codes, and come up with a little program that you can put on that masks this as an elevator.
Oh, and also,
glitch.
while I'm doing this, I'm also thinking to myself, I must remember how I did this, because this is such a good idea. I'm so fucking good.
I'm so fucking good. You arrive at the 13th floor, a few seconds, you're probably at floor 11 and a half when you finish off that program.
I'm gonna pull out a bag of jelly baby. I'm just
there
gonna
is,
have
of
a
course,
jelly
is there would be a camera in the elevator, but you can easily do this thing
I
you're...
damped and did stuff under it or whatever.
But it's you can easily just make it look like you're just looking at your Omni tool when you're doing this.
Oh, I can go one better. I can actually spend a tech point to have what looks like a Omni tool game projected up here when I'm actually looking lower down at the Omni tool. It looks like I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
And then I'll just pull out my bag of jelly baby and I'll eat one.
About
the jelly baby.
The jelly baby.
And I will eat one. So I've got my hands busy and I'm doing something. If someone's waiting for the elevator when it opens, so I'm like, and offer them. So that.
No, I'm all right. Says a Turian woman and a.
So a Turian woman.
She gets in the elevator as you leave.
Right, let's see. Classitus's office was this way.
Yep, it's to your right, and then to the left, and then right again, then 3 doors down on the left.
I don't think I'll make it on my own. Wait, was that three doors down?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Is he in?
Let's find out.
Because then I'm just going to have to hide in a closet until he's gone.
No, he is. Well, from what you can see, he is not there.
Casual cameras?
There's cameras on at the intersection of the hallway and the other end of the hallway.
Would they have coverage from me? No, I'm only 3 doors down, so they probably will. By any chance, is his office not locked?
You can try it.
No, I'll be able to see. It'll be red or it'll be green,
Oh.
won't it?
Let's make another luck roll for you. Let's see how careless he is. Is it a careless whisper?
He's Lassiter's!
19. That is not. No, it's locked. It's fully red.
Oh, shrug. Okay, so if I hid underneath the camera at that end, the other end won't be able to see me. That's highly unlikely. Judging
Yeah,
because they usually angle.
If you go at that end, though, then suddenly another 2 cameras at the other
there. So I'm like, okay,
intersection.
so I can't hack into his office. There's no obvious things to hide behind, like a vending machine or anything convenient like that.
There'll be a vending machine down one corridor, but not the one that he's on.
But I might be, if I can hide behind vending machines and neutralize cameras, I can play the camera loop chain to be able to get coverage. Like, you know what I mean?
Actually, make a luck roll yourself when you're looking around. It's another 20. Wow, and it's still glowing and flashing. Okay. I'll give you a blobby bean.
Damn right.
I will also tell you without you having to make an additional tactics roll or anything. As you wander past the vending machine, and it's like a vending machine that goes like... It's a tall one that goes almost entirely to the ceiling. Now,
Very big.
Now,
Whoa!
On the direct other side of that vending machine, at what would be head height for you, but not for most other Turians,
Or any other.
there is a vent, and because of the way
I can get
the
in.
cameras are set up, the cameras, the vending machine's actually blocking.
No, Metal Gear Solid. Vent. I will check first to see if the vent is alarmed.
Ah, okay.
25.
It does not appear this internal only vent is alarmed. It looks like you would know that they would alarm any going outside the
Hey,
building. But
you know what? I'm a reckless
man.
maverick when I get... Man, it sure is good that we have these Turian-sized vents. We really shouldn't. But this is a science fiction game setting.
It's very, like...
Good thing I'm not wearing my armor.
Yeah, no, if you were, you would...
No, I would not be able to get
the
in.
shoulder pads alone would just...
No, it's just that I need to be able to do that thing where I can be like...
Yeah. It's a very tight squeeze.
Oh, apparently I'm not having a fun time.
You're probably not.
Won't use his office. Obviously there'll be a camera in his office, so knowing Lassiter's, he won't.
In the office, he's got kind of one of those things where there's a little foyer before his office. For people to wait in. Like, to sit in.
And he locked that, the bastard.
Yeah, before the...
No, people are supposed to wait for him to get back. This man's a piece of shit.
And then there's the main office.
Yeah, I want to try and get to the main office.
Yeah, you will be looking into the main office. You can look through the little slats.
Cameras.
Spot check, or perception, I suppose.
18. I should also specify that I am going to double check. Because, not metagaming, the past couple of times I've done office intrusions and that, and I've looked for cameras, it turns out there has been one. So I am now double checking to try and hone that skill.
Yeah. Now, of course, you won't be able to see if there's any on the same wall as you are appearing.
But like I can pop the vent a bit and then attack and then slide that in, and then tactical cloak and peek out and look on the wall and up.
Yeah, so make your other perception roll, I guess.
If I didn't see it first time round, I ain't seen it now.
You see one camera on the back wall of his office that's looking towards the wall between his office and the little seating area. So it looks like
He's turned it around so it can't see him.
It's not. It would be behind him, but it's deliberately angled so that it can look at that opposite wall, but it can't look down at whatever he's doing at
Right.
his desk.
So at this point, I'm
Which
immediately.
does-
He's immediately Sussy Barker.
Well, yeah, that does immediately
Hang on.
fit
Back in the
the.
vent.
Taking a picture of the camera.
Yeah. You know why?
Right.
It speaks to his character. Now, there's no cameras at all in Logain's office. Why? Well, Logain's the boss. Oh, so the cameras are going to be like, oh, Logain, you're doing something sus. I know.
Yeah, so he does have that. You're not sure if it would be able to see you getting out of the vent, although if you cloaked it,
Tactical cloak.
So the only thing it might see would be the vent cover maybe
Yes,
slipping
yeah.
off, but it would have to be looking for it.
Okay, but anyway. Tactical cloak, slide out of the vent, head over towards that camera while also doing another, now that I'm out of the vent, look around.
Okay.
26.
You don't see any other cameras in that room.
Okay. Under his camera, damp loop. Oh wait, this is a Turian military thing. I probably
Yeah,
actually
you're going to take more than that. Certainly for the second part. Like, I believe damp you can just...
damp just happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I can roll it, but like I'm right under it. There's pretty much no chance of missing.
Yeah.
34.
I mean, the true answer is you don't
Don't
know.
Okay, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to angle it straight at the wall.
Oh, it's like straight across instead of even slightly
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Right. Hello, Lassiter's computer.
Yes, let's just computer
Let's check his desk under his drawers. The whole paranoid check for secret disks and folders and pages and things.
Well, the first thing you find under his desk is he's got a pistol, a Turian pistol set up that's mounted to the desk to face across the.
Ammo block out in pocket,
So
just in case.
yeah, so for some reason he's distrustful enough that even people within the Turian military, he's set it up so that somebody comes up to his desk if he wants, he can pull that trigger.
Then disarm it by removing the block.
It would also be fairly close to the front edge of the desk, which would lead you to believe that if somebody was sitting at the desk in front of him, he fully would intend to bypass those shields
Right.
and get right to them. It's as close to the front as possible.
I'm actually.
And if you look under, you can see that the desk has a little lip going down across that
so you can't see
front
it.
edge, so nobody else would see it there unless they really got up underneath.
So, but Logan's just taking the ammo block out and that, but I'm thinking it's just like, oh, that's good, Lassiter's. Oh, that's good. Maybe you aren't completely useless. There you are. So murderous intent, Lassiter's. Good, smart. It's one of the few smart things I've seen. Of course, how you're going to explain why there's a dead person and you have this rigged up? Think, Lassiter's, think. Then I continue checking under his drawers, all over the paranoid, delusional, under the blotter.
You don't find anything else that's like hidden under there.
Open the drawers up, check them.
The drawers have just got like some have just got some basic office supplies.
Yeah, I'm checking the bottom surface and the back surface of the drawers. Nothing, no discs, nothing.
No.
No chips.
No.
I open up the box of staples. No, there's no secret data shards in there or anything.
No.
Inside, slide back the sleeve of his Stadler rubber that everyone seems to have.
I know the one you mean.
Yeah. That's in every office drawer ever. Actually, like, everyone I know all the time, but...
Nope, nothing in there.
The seat. Under the cushions, check for, like, special little compartments and shit like that. I don't know what I'm rolling.
Investigation? I'm guessing?
That's not a good stat. 9. Never mind. Right. Computer.
Yeah, computer's there.
Please tell me he's unlocked it. Beep.
No, it wasn't even on. I mean, it is now if you've gone beep, but it was shut down. There's no loading time because it's the super future. Just log in.
Fine, I'll hack the damn computer. That's not going to succeed. That's not another 5. 25 is not going to do it.
No.
I will try again.
You get one red flag.
Damp.
You know that, like, if it hits 3, that it's
Yep.
probably going to send something.
Damp. 4s aren't allowed.
That is correct.
This is... I'm noticing what you're doing here, Die. Don't do this to me. 30? I'll tell you what, though. Since I'm playing this game, I'm going to just use these blobby beans to re-roll.
I suppose you already got 2 flags, so you're like...
Well, now it's... Because I haven't... That's not...
They haven't done the 3rd one yet.
I haven't done the 2nd one.
Oh, you've undone the 2nd one, sorry. Okay.
That's a 3. I see what my die's doing now?
Yeah, so it's betraying you.
$33?
No.
Jesus. I don't know his birthday because he is exactly the kind of person who would use his birthday or his wife's name. Or his wife's birthday. That way I'll remember it. Yarr. And I don't know any of that. Would I, he said slyly, be able to get any kind of bonus after having already hacked a Palavan Central Command thing once, vis-a-vis the elevator security thing, to sort of, kind of, maybe know slightly how to do it a little better?
Actually, make a electronics roll.
30.
That's enough.
God, thank God that wasn't my fucking hacking check.
You know from back when you did your training, you noticed that Lassiter's is using a TR-36 computer terminal. And you were told,
Of course,
you were hacking these, that there's a little affectation that they have. Like when you were trying to hack away, it was sending little flags each time. You got 3 strikes and then it'll send an alarm. You were told about a little affectation of these particular models that if they are completely unplugged from the system, if they're like shut down, completely unplugged from the system and rebooted up, it resets the flag because it configures a new address, and so it doesn't.
that sounds so believable.
And so it doesn't.
I want to do that.
You believe you can do that?
Yeah, I want to do that. Gives me a couple of extra tries at this.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we'd be here all night.
Yeah. Because it'll probably reconfigure a new IP address essentially, and then when it resets back up, not necessarily the same one. And then.
Yeah, I will do that.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Do I need any kind of roll?
Not really, because it's the same as like if you know how to unplug any basic computer in modern times, it's the same basically. You gotta shut it down, disconnect it.
What's Rose's
Reconnect it.
weird superpower?
Rosa doesn't have a weird superpower.
Well, that doesn't seem fair.
She wasn't
Tiala
an
reads
original-
minds.
She
so
was an original OG captured by the Void Race because of superpowers Sidewinder.
That's what you're saying is Tiala can never die because Steven's next character is going to suck all kinds of dick. Well, in a different way than Tiala does.
Cough.
Not cutting it. It's funny.
They probably won't listen anyway.
Steven will.
Oh yes,
He's
so
very
we can-
dedicated.
Yeah. Okay. You might.
So now I've got that set up again, I will try another hacking. 35.
That's what you needed. So basically, the very next roll would have got it anyway.
No,
if I
hadn't done it, it wouldn't
Yeah.
have been like that. Oh, computer, you're open. And,
For some reason.
oh. Beep. Let's go through the computer and look for the secret things he's planning.
Welcome, Commander. How are you today?
Well, I don't know what that sort of sounds like.
No, it appears to just be a little audio cue that says that when he logs. There's no VI in the system.
Right, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to look through the computer for the Logang things. Search for my name.
Okay. You search for your name. It comes up in a bunch of with some documents related to your operations you shared with Lacetus prior to the incident.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a mission report Lacetus wrote up after the fact where it's essentially like full of bullshit.
Copy.
Well, like from your perspective, because he's just like, should have known this was failing. He basically, blames you for the failing operation, of course.
Get a copy of it anyway.
You will notice that there is a notable absence of the document that you... Because you would have given him, like... Correct me if I'm incorrect, but when you had the idea of the original plan for the mission, you would have given up him a spec document and given it to him.
Yeah.
And for him to read over.
Mm-hmm.
And he would have given it the approval and everything like that. That is mysteriously not on the system, right where it would have been. Even though other previous ones of yours and other people's are. Because you can usually find them if you sort by date between the operations
I will take a
themselves.
record of that absence.
Yeah. And what else would there be to do with Logang specifically? You would find some messages between him and other military and the medical wing about suggesting that you were too, that Logang is too young and high strung for this profession, and
Well, I am not.
basically the stuff you were initially accused of before you found what Dr. Severa had discovered.
Copy. Vera signed a copy.
You can clearly tell from reading the various things that he seems to be strongly recommending that you're unfit for duty. Too young. Too got promoted too quickly.
No, I didn't.
Too much pressure.
No.
Snapped. Made a stupid call.
I mean, I wonder why the briefing document's missing then, dipshit.
Well, the briefing document for the good plan is the one that's missing. Of course.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Only his document for the bad plan is there. Wait a minute. I'm gonna look that up. Has he changed his name on it to mine?
Yes, there is an edited one after the fact. You didn't find it under Logang, but you find the original document. And it's just basically. It's like he's changed it onto one of those "I've come up with this myself" sort of ones. This is submitted by Lacetus,
Right, I'm going to copy both of those, and I'm going to take an image that those exist. Come on, Lacetus. Credit where credit is due.
Yeah. So yeah, he's basically.
I'm not perfect.
Your document is still there, just not on the original form you submitted it in.
Be a shame if the press were to get hold of this.
I'm just trying to think. Do you have knowledge tech, or would it just be? I suppose it would be electronics if you don't have just knowledge tech. Because I think Salo has just knowledge tech.
I mean, I do too, but it's pretty shabby compared to electronics.
Would tech would have less penalties. Knowledge tech would have slightly less.
I'll
penalties.
try knowledge tech.
Yeah.
Why not? 26.
That's enough.
I rolled quite well.
Yeah, I was basically looking for a 20. So, if he has indeed just altered the original file, there might be. If you took a copy of it, there might be information in there of what the edits, if you know what I mean. Like you could analyze the file and see where the edits have been made, and then ascertain. Like a tech expert would be able to perhaps ascertain that this was not the original document and where edits were made if they analysed it in the right way.
Go excellent. Well, I have done that, so.
So, I mean, you've probably got a data chip or something on you that you could upload that file to if you wanted, or to make a copy of that.
Oh, I have a lot of them. I'm doing all of it as much as I can. Right, look. He prepared a briefing. He spoke to the council, or the band of brothers, or whatever they're called, about that doctor and the condition and the mutation that I have in that, right?
Yes.
I want to look for his notes on that, because maybe in there'll be some kind of confession that he knows it's BS. That he knew damn well that he was deliberately misleading him.
Okay.
I'm searching for that briefing, and I'm well aware time is ticking away.